So today we finally got some new information regarding the GTA Online Summer 22 DLC updates. Rockstar has released a newswire as well as a trailer, and if you guys want to check out the trailer, a link will be in the description. But in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the newswire. So the name of this DLC is the Criminal Enterprises, and it's arriving on Tuesday, July 26th. So they say that the Southern San Andreas economy is in a crisis. Gas prices have spiked to the highest levels in decades, retail supply chains are in turmoil, and to top it off, a ferocious heat wave is gripping the state. Executive bikers, nightclub owners, and gun runners are making the most of the chaotic conditions. Meanwhile, the sudden spike at the pumps has caught the attention of the IAA, who suspect the corrupt Duggan petrochemical family are rigging the system in their favor, and they're going to need you to help them put the pieces together. This new update is going to be introducing new missions, contact missions, expansions to businesses, as well as players operating as a sworn-in agent for the IAA. There's also going to be some new modes, vehicles, collectibles, and special events happening all summer long, as well as much more. So then after that, Rockstar goes into detail explaining each of the criminal careers. So starting off with executives, there's going to be a new staff manager loot which will help you source additional special cargo, as well as a special cargo shipment arriving daily outside your warehouse. And there's also going to be 2 new sources of special cargo. So this is going to be sort of a mini expansion when it comes to the crate business that we have in GTA Online, obviously by making it a bit more easier, as well as a new fresh to mix up with some of the missions as well. And then also in this executive screenshot that Rockstar shared, it seems like there could be some new weapons. And then for bikers, clubhouses with a custom bike shop are getting an on the house upgrade. And if you're MC President, you can now modify clients' bikes and deliver them to customers for money NRP, which of course is extremely similar to the auto shop missions that we have. There's also going to be some new clubhouse contracts and also some new patrons haunting the bar. And there's also going to be a bar resupply mission, which could give you some extra income for your MC. So pretty interesting, I would say. There obviously hasn't been that many updates when it comes to changing up the bikers and stuff like that, so I'm glad Rockstar is doing that. And then for gun runners, if you make a daily delivery to a designated ammunition store, you get an additional source of revenue, so some money for that. Then when you're stocking your bunker, you'll get 2 new resupply missions. And if you want to, you can actually launch resupply missions from the road instead of having to go to your bunker now. And you can also increase your research progress by sourcing data from a well-on mark. So I think it's going to be a bit more faster now to get your research up. Now for this screenshot, it seems like this may be one of the new weapons that we were talking about in the previous videos. So this could be the precision rifle or the tactical rifle. And then for nightclub owners, there's going to be a new contact that we have, which is Johan, and he's going to be able to let us source goods for our nightclub. There's also going to be 2 new club management missions, and you can call Tony for them now as well. And also inside the club, if anybody's making some issues or they're passed out, you can kick them from the club. So honestly, some really interesting business upgrades. I'm glad Rockstar is finally refreshing these businesses. They have been out for a really long time and it kind of been a little bit dry. Obviously, a lot of people still do nightclub sales, executives, biker, all that. But it's always nice to see upgrades to get some new fresh stuff. Now for the IAA missions, you can go undercover in the Operation Paper Trail. So it says the profits from soaring gas prices all seem to be flown one way into the pockets of the most notorious oil-rich dynasty in the Los Angeles area. The IAA smells a criminal conspiracy. Agent ULP will be in touch with the new Operation Paper Trail, commissioning 1 to 4 players as sworn-in agents to investigate the local petrochemical magnates, the Duggans, to see if they're invisible hand behind spiraling oil prices. So basically the oil prices have gone up and the IAA thinks it's the Duggans that have done this, and obviously we're going to be acting as the IAA, working with ULP, if you guys remember him from GTA 4, and also he was in the GTA 5 story. And this is going to be a new contract, I guess you could say, called the Operation Paper Trail, which could be done solo or with up to 4 players. And also for that name, Operation Paper Trail is actually similar to a mission in GTA 4 called Paper Trail. So this is actually really interesting. We did have some speculation that Rockstar would bring back Agent ULP, or at least somebody that we've seen in GTA games, to be in charge of this. And now we know that's obviously Agent ULP. Now for the new vehicles, there is definitely going to be a lot of them, and there's going to be 2 new mining tech eligible vehicles as well, and new tuner vehicles, which is really exciting. And then Benny's is expanding its capabilities to work on additional vehicles, which I'm guessing it means that a lot more vehicles are going to be available to upgrade at Benny's, and as well as maybe some new upgrades there as well. And then for How, he's keen to work on an existing classic, which a brand new ride coming later this summer, for those on the latest generation of consoles. So there's going to be a new How Special Works vehicle, which is pretty interesting. We haven't gotten one since I think it was possibly May, so that's always nice to see. And there's also going to be some new and deeper customization options on several OG vehicles, some that you may own or others that you may want to buy. So that's really good. I'm interested for that because it's obviously a lot of cool OG vehicles, and they would be so much better if they just had some of the new upgrades that we have nowadays. So I'm really excited to see that. And then lastly, at the end, Rockstar explains a little bit about some increased payouts and improvements. So of course, we know we're going to be able to do cell missions in the EVE-only lobbies, which does include crew sessions and friend sessions. There's also going to be a list of new gameplay and experience improvements comes to GTA Online, including the reduction of the effectiveness in the MK2 homing missiles and countermeasures, which we already know. And then there's going to be an easier way to get, snacks, armor, all that, and much more. And they do explain a little bit about the increased payouts. So there's going to be increased payouts on race and adversity modes, as well as the original heist, so the Fleecer job, Pacific Standard, all that like we guessed, as well as also the Doomsday heist. And there's going to be bigger paydays for bodyguards, associates, and MC members. And to end off the newswire, Rockstar says that it's going to be launching on all the platforms on July 26th. And to take a look at the Rockstar Newswire for more details. So this new DLC does sound really interesting. Obviously, at first, a lot of us thought it was going to be a smaller side DLC, maybe like the summer special that we got in 2020, but it seems like it's going to be a lot more than that. So I'm really excited to see what Rockstar is going to bring. I'm really interested in the IAA missions, the new vehicles, the criminal career expansions, and all that. So of course, like I said many times, we're going to be having tons of content regarding this new DLC update. So if you guys don't want to miss that, then make sure to be subscribed and put on post notifications. Drop a like on this video if you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.